Hello traders out there in trader land, my name is Des here at Grok Trade on Wednesday, December 28th, 2011. Well, there for a short amount of time, the S&P was in bullish territory for 2011, but those gains have been wiped out. And a little tidbit for you here, the euro is at an 11-month low. Interesting to see. And let's talk about the technicals, what's taking place right after we go into the broad market review. Here, the Dow down 140 points, down 1.14%. The S&P down 1.25%. NASDAQ down 1.34%. And the Russell's down a whopping 2.14%. And yesterday, my data was not up to date, and I gave you wrong information on the Russells. My apology on that. And banks down 1.6%. VIX up 7%. We're at 23.52 right now. Gold down, check this out, a huge amount, 2.5%. Silver down 5.7%. Crude oil down 1.8%. And we have the dollar up 0.94%. But for those that are more savvy and trading and understanding market internals, especially the Grok graduates for the mentorship, we need to pay special attention here to the trend. We are up a whopping 6.22%. That is ginormous. So, with that brings a good chance of a rally taking place tomorrow. Believe it or not, after today's big drop. Today's big drop dropped here at the 1249 area, and why that was so important. We were talking about that in the chat room today. That what is that support level? 1249 to 1250 area. I mean, we're right at it. If you round this, 1250, we're well above the 1249 at the end of today. It's not by accident that we stalled right there. It's because of this huge amount of resistance. I showed you this yesterday. I'm going to show you again. We have resistance, major resistance, major resistance. We break resistance. Now resistance is acting as support. We had a nice rally 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day. We doji out. Very expected to get a pullback. I, as a bull, very glad to see we stopped at the 1249. I am bullish in this environment because we're above most major moving averages. We did drop back below the 200-day moving average, but we are above a major trend line right now. And if you look down here at the MACD, we did have a negative tick, and that happened because of today's drop. We do have a lower high and a lower low above the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, and we are above the apex of this symmetrical triangle. That's something I'm looking at. Now, something else I am looking at on today's drop is a measurement of its worth. So this is the daily SPY. Now I have a lot of horizontal lines here because I use this in my day trading pre-market video, which I did not get this morning because of my chat issues that we were having. But the thing that I want to show you here is volume was expected to be light going into Christmas, but this is really light volume, gang. Really light volume. I mean mini-me type volume for such a drop as we had here. So let's go to futures. Here's the futures daily chart. Nothing on volume. Zero on volume, gang, on this. So the volume was so light on this drop, I'm not overly concerned with this drop. The worth of the drop just isn't that significant. Now, if you look at the ES, the E-mini futures, we did drop back below a major trend line and the 200-day moving average. This could pose to be a problem. We need to quickly get back over the top of this, and that needs to happen by week's end here for the markets to stay bullish. So furthermore, if I go back here to the S&P, just to show you this again, we are above the trend line, so all eyes are on this right now. If I go here to the NASDAQ, we had resistance. We did poke our head down below a trend line. that should have acted as support. It did not. We're down below the 50-day and the 20-day. So we are relatively weak in the technicals at this moment. If I go here to the Russells, small cap, popped up over resistance, nice support on the 20-day moving average, and a trend line coming across. All looks well there, but again, the volume is really poor on this down move. So don't get too excited, bears, because there's no conviction to the downside yet on this move. It's just simply a mere correction taking place after a multi-day run. Again, on the S&P daily, we've gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are due for some sort of correction, a little bit of a breather. It wouldn't surprise me tomorrow if we actually drop lower, find support and rally back and give us a hammer. Or if we do not drop, doji out, or just get a little white candlestick, resting above this trend line. Now, with that said, today we had a glitch in the chat room. And it happened with the service providers that we go through for the chat. Their servers were down. Only about a quarter of the traders could get into chat. That has been fixed. It is remedied. It is fully operational. Everybody can get into the chat room now. Again, I warn you, we can only hold 150 people. The most active times in the chat rooms, especially the premium chat room, is from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. But the chat rooms stay open all day long, and they really die off after about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or during the time the markets close. So, with that said, I invite you to come be a part of the chat rooms and take advantage of the awesome group of traders that are there, especially if you're a day trader. That's what it's for. Come in, be a part, and enjoy yourselves. Take care, safe trading, and get signed up for the 101 courses. They are free. You can take those at any time. Just get into the 101s and knock yourself out.